show you the wide range of expert advisors you can trade with, starting from $10 EA up to the unbelievable $30,000. And I will help you select the right trading bot for you, starting with a $0 EA. It is called the Dark RIA MT5 and it is completely free. You can download it and test it. With my team, we tested it on a demo and then 100k from that account, and you can see that so far the results are promising. This account started 88 days ago and achieved a total return of 10.9%. There was just one drawdown in here, and we keep trading it with very low risk settings because it's a grid expert advisor and the chances of blowing the account are always on the table. From the expert advisor information, we can see a very nice backtest, but I usually prefer to trade the EAs myself and not to depend on the backtest that the vendor provides, and there is a lot more information. Actually, I trade a few of the EAs from this vendor, Marco Solito. I don't know the guy, but recently I started trading the Dark Algo, which I reviewed in the Trading Academy's channel some time ago, and you can learn more about Dark Algo from that video. And if you haven't subscribed to the Trading Academy's channel, make sure you find it down below in the description because we review many free expert advisors as well. And before I get to the most expensive expert advisors, I need to show you the $10 EA called the rebate system. An expert advisor I traded and reviewed some time ago on the channel, but I couldn't really find the right inputs. From the screenshots you can see that it uses also some kind of a grid or martingale recovery system, and it is super active. There were plenty of trades on every bar in my account as well, and probably this was the reason I couldn't find it profitable. You can see that whenever the price goes down, it opens a few long trades and they all close at one point, and then again and again. A very active expert advisor, and probably the vendor is promoting his more expensive expert advisors with this $10 EA, and usually the vendors on the MQ05 marketplace will promote the more expensive expert advisors with free EAs. But this guy is smart. He is promoting with a cheap EA of $10, so he's not selling his work for free like many of us are doing. Next is a trading robot that costs $167, and that is the Infinity Trader EA from the FX Automata vendor. And for that amount of money, you're getting one real money account and 10 demo accounts. It implements AI trading algorithm, and that was the reason I started trading it. It supports 3 currency pairs, and of course, very important, they offer 100% money back guarantee. If I scroll a little bit higher, you will see the track record of this EA. It's a lot of information, but starting back from 2020 and it gained 113%. Actually, that's the track record from the demo account. I believe they had a live account as well. Yep, here it is. This one over here, 100% gain, starting again in 2022, and a very steady graph going upwards. If I scroll a little bit lower, you will see that this expert advisor is trading primarily on the pound dollar and New Zealand CAD. Actually, a few trades on New Zealand CAD, mostly is the pound dollar. And if I show my live trading accounts, you will see that I have it on a $500 Black Bull account. And if I click on the track record, you'll see that with me, it started on the 16th of December. So that is exactly 1 month ago or 29 days ago, and it achieved some decent profits. However, there is a floating loss at the moment, but I'm not really worried about it because I'm trading with very low risk settings, and every time it adds to the position, it is just 0.01. So I'm not risking the account with an aggressive martingale settings. And I use Black Bull markets because this broker is suitable for the forex pairs. If I click on those, you'll see that the spread for euro dollar is really tight, same as with the pound dollar. 0.5 is the spread, and when trading with expert advisors, the spreads are very important. So I will leave the link to Black Bull Markets down below in the description. And before I move to the next expert advisor that costs $500, I want to show you the MetaTrader platform where I'm trading the Infinity Trader AI, and the AI weekly forecast says that the overall trend is buy. So you can see that the price goes down, it bought 4 times. I have those trades opened in my terminal, these 4 trades, 0.01 on each. So I'm using a moderate risk level in this account, and I will see if it will be able to recover these losses and bring more profits in the account history. And now the robot that costs $500 is actually not one but many that come from the Prop Firm Robots app, and this is the app I use the most in 2024 to pass challenges. On the AI Trading Academy website you can see the ongoing challenges, and below you can see the challenges that were passed by using the Prop Firm Robots app, and the latest one was at the end of 2024. It passed just before the new year, and here I used the top 3 expert advisors from the Prop Firm Robot app. You can see that the price is currently 490 euro, which is about $500, and that's for 1 year access. And if I go to the app, you will see that there are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20 expert advisors at the time of recording the video, 4 different currency pairs, commodities, cryptos, and I usually look at the last 1 year or the last 1 month, and I pick the top 3 or the top 5 or the strategies I like. I just download them, and that's the magic here, that with 1 click you download the expert advisors. But before that you need to predefine your challenge, what are the rules of the prop firm, the risk you want to take per trade, and you can also randomize the export settings to get unique trades. And once you download it, you can import it back in AI Studio, which is a strategy builder, and you can see the strategy behind the robot. You can modify any of the inputs and see the difference in the balance line. You can change as well the stop loss, the take profit, and find the right inputs for you. Once you click on accept, you can export the expert advisor for MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, knowing exactly what is behind that strategy, because with most of the robots we purchase, we never know how it works and when exactly it will open or close trades, and quite often there are surprises. Next is a $700 expert advisor, and that is the Happy Gold, the one I used a lot in challenges, live accounts. I am still using it, and you can see the results transparently in the EA Trading Academy website. It's actually a little bit more than $700 because it's 699 euro, but for that price you are getting 10 EAs. And if I scroll a little bit lower, you will see a lot of information about the expert advisor, how it's trading, and there are some real track records. If I show you the first one, you will see that this is a live account that started back in February 2023, and it gained above 700%. I guess the vendor used quite risky settings here so he can show this great performance, but I'm taking it slow in my live accounts. And if I show you the accounts, you will see that I have it on a $1,000 account, and this one I already have 27.15% and 5.5 in the last 30 days alone, and I have it in one of those $5,000 accounts, which is available just for our VIP members. The Happy Gold is also suitable for prop firms. I passed a few challenges with the expert advisor advisor, and you can play a lot with its settings, optimize it, and find the best inputs for your trading style. The $990 expert advisor is coming from the Responsible Forex Trading, and that one is called the Powerhouse EA, and the newest version launched just yesterday. And what's new is that there are 6 automated strategies into one trading bot. So pretty much you're trading all of these expert advisors within one EA. There is more information from the vendor, and there is a 5-day demo here you can try out. The guy is called Ryan. I'm planning to invite him for an interview on the channel. There are real track records which I really like with the different expert advisors, but I already have something very similar in one of my accounts because I've put the Vigorous, the Sharpshooter, and the Ranger in one and the same account some time ago. And it is this live account of $5,000 with Black Bull markets. You can see that I have the Ranger, the Sharpshooter, and the Vigorous EI, and in the account history we can see profit of $433.55. But in this account I'm trading these EIs separately, and these days I will start testing as well the Powerhouse EA because it implements 6 expert advisors into one. And so far I see very stable results from this vendor, so I'm keen to keep testing it. And we are going to the $1,525 expert advisor that is called EI Studio, which is a strategy builder and a generator for robots. So by having a license for the EI Studio, you don't get just one expert advisor, you get the opportunity to generate unlimited number of expert advisors, and I'll show you how that works. So first you can build expert advisors as I showed you a little bit earlier. You can change the settings, the inputs, you can play with the trading stop loss, which is not always a better solution, but commonly people prefer to use trailing stop loss until they find out that it really depends on the type of strategy you are using. However, with the EI Studio you can generate expert advisors for different assets and different time frames. They all go to the collection and you can select any of those. I will delete this collection right now. I will stick to the euro dollar for the H1 time frame. I can predefine if I want to use a stop loss, let's say a range between 10 and 100 pips, and I will not use a take profit for the purpose of the video. I can use preset indicators and I can limit the strategies I will see by having, for example, 200 count of trades, and I can add additional criteria to see a profit factor of at least 1.1, which means that I will have more profits than losses for each strategy generated. Then if I go back to the generator and I hit on start, you will see how quickly it calculates the strategies. And here is the first one. Actually, there are already 2 strategies in the collection. If I click on any of those, you will see a simple strategy. CCI crosses the level line upward, and there were actually 600 count of trades for the last 100,000 bars on Eurodollar on H1 chart. And while I'm saying all of that, there are plenty of more strategies that are generated in the collection. You can see all of them in here, and you can go through each one to see how it works, what are the entry indicators and what is the exit indicator, or you can download them right away for MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. One click and you get the expert advisor. That's the beauty here, because you don't need programming, you don't need to develop it yourself, you don't need to hire developers, which is really tough process, believe me. And with the EI Studio you can build a decent portfolio of expert advisors. If I show you, for example, our funded accounts in the academy, I will click on instant funding. You will see that here we have 2 accounts with the Darwin X where we are trading a portfolio of robots. If I go to the challenges, you will notice more accounts with the EI Studio robots, and actually that first one achieved 50 15%, but it's blurred by my team because it's available just for the VIP club. But because I like to break the rules from time to time, I will show you the track record of that account. You can see that initially there was a drop, it increased, now it has recovered, but overall it made $15,000 of a profit. If I show you the stats and the strategy, you will notice that there are 2 expert advisors developed by EI Studio and they brought decent profits. Next, I'm going to the $2,340 price for an expert advisor, and that's really a lot of money for expert advisor, but the vendor is called Valerie Trading, and I reviewed most of her expert advisors like the Percept Trader, the Golden Pickaxe, the Waka Waka, and you can see that they all stay in this price and they keep increasing the prices because there is demand and the people are happy with the performance. You can see the live track record from Waka Waka. It achieved over 12,000%. There were a few drops along the way, but that's a good martingale system, so it is expected. And if you want to trade it on a live account, make sure you use very low risk settings, and I'll show you one of my accounts where I'm trading $3,000 live for about nearly 4 months. You can see a total return of 9.6, and if I switch to the equity, you will see that it stays really close to the balance line just because, one more time, I'm using low risk settings. So I don't allow the Waka Waka to use aggressive grid system or martingale approach to risk my funds. Of course, there is always risk with any expert advisor, but the good thing here is that there is a free trial with any of these expert advisors, so you can test them out and see what is actually the risk. And before I show you the $30,000 expert advisor, I need to say that everything above $2,500 is ridiculously expensive for me, and I wouldn't spend such money on EA simply because we all know that there is no holy grail here with the expert advisors and the trading strategies. Each EA has its pros and cons, each EA has its risk. So why spend so much money on one EA when you can have a few cheaper ones, which you can see in my live accounts brought me profits here and here. I have a total of 19.08%, total of 36.44%, 11.03 in the last 1 month alone. And I like just to combine more expert advisors into different accounts to diversify. And at the end of the day, I'm not spending so much money on expert advisors. So the $30,000 EAs are available on the MQL5 marketplace itself. You can see that they don't have reviews or feedbacks. I'm not really sure what's the marketing here or the business idea of those vendors. Do they just put value on their work, or they just hope that they will sell one EA and, you know, they will make some money? I don't want to click even on any of these expert advisors. I would never suggest anybody spend so much money. It's just insane for me, and I really hope that you liked any of the previous ones I showed in the video, just because they are so much cheaper compared to these guys over here. If you want to trade any of these robots on a prop firm, you guys make sure to watch that video on the side so we will know how exactly it should be done. As always, I love you, trade safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!